to make up the words to this one.
Okay.
Here it comes.
I'm
Is this thing on? Alright. So, hello, welcome to the first part of this series that I don't know the name of yet. This is basically gonna be a series where I document my life and the behind the scenes of the videos that I'm doing. And it's basically gonna be over the course of 1 or 2 weeks, all the stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes of videos and also my life. This, for one part, helps me stay more on track, and for the other part, create more videos for you to enjoy, and also, yeah, help me fulfill my desire to document my life a bit further. And I hope I can put this out there and make it look good. And this is the first part, and I'm happy that you're here and watching this right now. And yeah, enjoy the first part. Okay, now I'm driving to a very good friend of mine for whom I also happen to make video commercials. He has an online store, and I just got done with one video I did for him, and we're gonna talk about the video, the posting schedule, and also what videos to make in the future. But he's also a very, very good friend of mine, and I really love him and adore him. He's really, really productive, really devoted to his plan and to the things he does, and I really admire that. And he's also a great fucking guy, so yeah, we're gonna pay him a visit right now.
Ja, ich habe das auch viel lieber, wenn ich dann am PC, das ist was anderes, weißt du. Du sitzt so, schneidest so und so, oh mein Gott, das sieht gut aus. Und du hast so das Produkt 2 Minuten, nachdem du die Idee hast. Und das ist natürlich krass fürs Gehirn, weißt du.
Hello, we are Vintage Reborn, and this is our process. It is in our interest to keep the planet as fresh and clean as your outfits. That is why all our clothes are secondhand. First, we pick out the clothes, carefully pick out the clothes. Then we gotta make sure everything is clean, and we'll measure out your piece so you can know it fits exactly as you want. Write a quick description and share the new piece. And if we did everything right, you'll like the piece and it gets shipped out the same day. This was our process.
Das macht so viel mehr Spaß.
Digga, auch mit, wegen der Aufnahme. Ich finde die Aufnahmen, die du jetzt in dem Video gemacht hast, die sind geil geworden, Digga. Die sind richtig.
So as I've already mentioned, this guy sitting across from me is Jakob, and he has an online store where he sells vintage clothes. You can check it out. It's really awesome what he does. And he wrote me one day if I want to make a video for him. I've been making videos for a long time at that time and was very interested in doing video ads and commercials anyways, so I thought, why not? And right now he's literally become one of my, if not my best friend. So don't be discouraged if you don't have friends around you all the time. It's not really that big a deal. I see this guy like every 2 or 3 weeks, and I think about him literally every day, if not every second day. And it's the fucking best. I love him. Really do. Anyways, so to further cope with the existential angst we all experience, I decided to clear out my wardrobe and sell everything that I didn't need anymore. Oh yeah, and that's me greeting my cousin. He saw me. Made around 300 euros in profit, bought some perfume, I was happy with that, bought some Bitcoin, and made 2 pounds of profit. That's that, simple and plain, no economic growth for me. The basic idea for the upcoming video is that I'm going to challenge myself to write out, memorize, and perform a comedy set. And I had a very specific opening shot for that in mind, with me standing on a stage, creating the atmosphere that there is an audience laughing just like in a comedy club, and then me revealing that there's no one in the audience, turning around and asking the camera what makes the joke funny. And that would be the opening shot. For that, I had to find a stage where I could shoot this. What I did was I wrote down every single number of every comedy club I knew, one by one, called them up and told them a story that I wanted to make a documentary, and I would need a stage for that. And actually, a cinema really close to me agreed to that. So I quickly got there because I wouldn't have much time to shoot it. The shots weren't really awesome, but I'm happy that I jumped over my shadow and had the balls to even do that because it's very uncomfortable for me. This still feels fucking uncomfortable. Stay tuned for that video. What was actually comfortable was filming at home. I thought I would make some good shots. I mostly use those fixed angles. For the comedy video, this part obviously is about writing comedy, finding inspiration. And I'm really just trying to improve my storytelling with this stuff, and it's kind of getting better, but it's still very frustrating. But I hope it gets better. I mean, it should with more practice.
Moves, baby, einfach so. Guck, ich muss nicht reden, Bitch, ich mach das on the low. Rippe keine Presse, keine Fotos, keine Show. Jeder weiß, ich bin wie die Statue of Liberty.
No boom up, we scrimmage. Beat, bite, bustin'. Damn, beat, bite, bustin', that's cold.
I still keep about a bitch, a first class plane. I'm a blue pill, I'm for all night. Inside, put it down.
The majority of my time has literally been in front of the screen, editing and making videos. I've really come to enjoy the fact of me being in my room alone and creating art through the mere power of my fingertips. Also, the state of mind, which is perfect for me for editing, is where I'm really not even self-aware. And I found myself in that state for like 80% of me editing. And actually, throughout the 1 or 2 past weeks, it's been snowing in Germany. If you know me, you know that I love the winter and I love snow. And I decided to hop in an ice bath. I've read somewhere that an ice bath for the first 30 seconds or whatever reduces your cognitive ability by about 70%. I don't know if that's true, but solving the Rubik's Cube was really hard, and actually so hard I couldn't manage to solve it. But the ice bath thing really changed a lot for me. It's like a reset button I use in between work sets, where I can regain the whole energy, state of mind, mental clarity in 5 minutes. Also gets you jacked, it gets you pumped, you're ready to encounter whatever life throws at you. I truly think that you're missing out on a lot of energy you can use in your life. If you don't do it, then you can. This is the most fun shit to ever do. I love it. Look at this shit. For the next part, I'd like to make a disclaimer. I'm really trying to not make this a video how to be successful and other shit. It's just stuff that I do that helps me, that make my life fun and better. And I'm really not trying to make this a self-improvement or whatever video. I just like this stuff. So, back to the video. Another big improvement I made was just to delete all social media. It really calmed me. My phone's battery is dead anyways. It takes like 12 minutes to run out of half the battery life. So I got a new phone for free from a friend of mine that he didn't need anymore. I'm using that to listen to audiobooks, music, and all of those goodies. And my old phone solely for answering text and phone calls, but that only happens like once a day. And I first was scared of the feeling of not being connected and people not being able to reach me. But one hard thing I had to learn was that really there's nobody that is trying to contact me immediately. It's mostly like 3-day stuff. And having 2 phones, hot damn. It's the best thing that I've done in the last 2 weeks. I can't even imagine going back. Meal prepping has just been helpful, to say the least. I take such great comfort in not having to worry about what I have to eat during the week and just whipping out a quick meal prep, stuffing it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then I'm good. Just clean food. I ate vegan for the week, which wasn't too great. I don't like eating vegan. I won't do it again, but it was a nice try. And I would just heavily recommend for all teenagers to do this. When your parents have to buy you groceries anyways, just ask them to give you the money they would spend on you anyways. And just say, I would do the grocery shopping by myself. And also the cooking by myself. This helps so much with becoming more independent because one day you're gonna have to do it by yourself anyways, so why not learn it in more comfort? I think we should all aspire to be more independent, and it's a great way to do that, kind of practice that. And obviously the main factor being that you save a whole lot of time. It takes me like 1.5 or 2 hours every Sunday to cook my meal prep, and honestly I get very excited to do it. 1.5 hours or 2 hours is the perfect time to listen to a podcast in full length. When do you ever get to do that in your daily life? And just cutting, cooking, having the smell, having an espresso in between, just so perfectly melts into the pre-existing calmness of a given Sunday. And I did actually have time to have some fun with my friends.
Captain, take you all over the atlas. I do magic, I turn the good girl ratchet. You drink Captain Morgan, I'm just like Captain Sparrow. I'm Tony Montana, baby, I'm Tony Soprano. South American bad one, two-face, way two-face. You don't know about the UK, she don't know Gavin and Stace.
Now, when opportunities like these arise, I would take them on gladly. But I will just as fast release them and gladly enjoy being alone at home. Knowing the path I want to go along now really changed me. And I would hope for the better, but who knows. I feel better on this path, but those are just feelings, and truth and feelings are not the same. This did give me a bigger backbone. I voluntarily lost some of my really deep childhood friends. Though that is hurtful, I would rather do this than ruin my principles, is what I'm trying to convince myself of. But more or less, I've just been enjoying. I found it really hard for all my life to just be alone. Usually, this feeling would trap me in a sort of devious cycle of self-manipulation and suffering. But after only 18 years of learning about myself, I truly get the feeling that I've overcome this. Now the best days I have are often the ones where I barely leave the house. I'm in love with that idea that all my neighbors are in their comfortable little homes, hugging their children, playing games, reading and writing on their desks as their loved ones come around to give them a kiss on the cheek and a tea. I love the fact that I'm also just in my room and doing my videos, having a candle lit and a tea while it's so quiet outside because it's snowing. I just really find comfort in that thought. I go to bed alone, I eat alone, go to the gym alone, I study alone, I work alone. But still, the time I get with good friends, I wouldn't change for any money in the world. Just going out once a week for a game of pool is the best. Getting to see the beauty in this and everything around just came to me. I started to have a big smile on my face mid some conversation because I thought of how fucked up it is that some neuron triggered a muscle and now I can fucking grab something. And I just started grabbing shit for a minute. And I mean, it's really fucking awesome if you think about it. I just didn't let myself think for 5 years straight. Can you imagine that? For 5 years straight, I just didn't let myself think clearly about this shit. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but all I'm really trying to say is that I'm happy, and I've never been this happy before. And I truly wish that we all on our little missions, striving to create and love, get to experience this. Life is suffering, and I get that. I'm ready for that. But along the way, why not try to find beauty in nature, in our work, hell, even in being alone. But I would say that most importantly, in each other. It sounds cliche, but I love this life, and I'm really hoping for a late exit. I will do the grocery shop. I will do the grocery Man!